got me asking why. Must have caught them by surprise, but I know they'll think of something. I know they'll think of something. I know they'll think of something. I'm always think of something. You can feel it in your soul. Well, no one ever knows, but... Uh-oh. What happened? Okay, there it goes. It works. Neat. I dig. I dig. I dig. The world is currently full. So I changed some things on my overlay. Ain't that just the bee's knees? How cool is that? Before you know it, it's gonna look completely different. We shall see. Well, damn. That wasn't a crackpot. Come on. Lame. Lame. Big bicep Bertha. Amazing. Femro. Alright. What are we gonna do today? Let's do a leveling roulette. I have one grilled rail. That's all I have. Gee, Croc, why are you playing Final Fantasy and not, or Final Fantasy 14 and not 2? Well, here's the thing. This is the second day in a row I've gotten this. I feel bad about playing Final Fantasy 2 on stream. And I think what I'm going to end up doing... Oh, fucking, there we go. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to... I might start doing just like Let's Plays on YouTube. I'm going to pull really quickly. Yeah. Pulled both of them just because I put a dot on it. Yeah, I was thinking I'd just do like a Let's Play on YouTube for that. Because I don't know, maybe people want to watch it live. I can't decide if that's a good thing to do or not. I just feel bad subjecting people to that. But perhaps there would be some benefit to doing that on stream. It's more fun when people get involved anyway. But I could skip all the boring parts. Like, I need to grind. Really, I could just be doing all the grinding off stream, but okay, we have to sprint now. Oh god, please. Did I get the photocell over here? They didn't. They want me to get the photocells? Someone just... Second wind? Oh, that one wasn't aggroed. Well, it's aggroed now. It's actually kind of pretty. I like this part of the dungeon in particular. I'm gonna need level 70 healing gear soon. I might still have some Skaven gear from leveling White Mage, but I think that's it. Oh, come on. I shouldn't even bother with the poison. Just heal through it anyway. Who's healing themselves? I swear I keep feeling like a second wing go off or something. It's a quiet day today. Am I online? Yeah. LBS says I am. How strange. Welp, it is what it is. It's kind of a sleepy day for me too, so I don't blame people if they don't show up. There's always a possibility the view counter isn't working for me either. Yo, this dude. So far, this tank's been doing an okay job for a gunbreaker. Seems like they know what they're doing, more or less. Kinda wish my Combust did some damage on application. Kinda like what White Mage has. We missed 2 photocells. No, I don't have a regen at this level. Why? There's nothing down there. Go see if I can't find the other one. This is a funky little run with the Astrolabe out. It's like moving one arm. Oh, they pulled more. Where is it? I felt like we picked all of them up. There it is. Wait, did they actually get the interaction off? I don't think it lets you. I think it's scripted to not let you get the interaction off on one of those bosses. That was close. I actually didn't notice that they were that low. Nice. Hit it with your... Okay. That's kind of funky. Yo, is this working though? Oh shit. That's working for me. How strange. Dude, you have Tomahawk. Use freaking Tomahawk on it. Whatever the equivalent is. You have a gun. Shoot it. What are you doing? Guess they want me to do it. That's fine. Today's weird. What? Why didn't they just walk through? That's really weird. Okay. Oh, Lightning Sprite is super buff for some reason. Ow. Did they shorten the cutscene for this? I'm tired. I'm kind of beat. Also, apparently they did not shorten the cutscene for this one. Oh, well, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. I need water. Forgot to refill my water before I started streaming. Well, that's fine. Ooh, this is weird. That's it, huh? Look how it fades in. It's kind of a neat effect. Normally you just, when you clip through something, it just kind of like, blip, and it's like there. Not so. Not here, at least. I like this too. See what this is like? It actually kind of like moves my camera out of the way. That makes it, that's kind of clunky though. Kind of wish it just like, the camera just like went through it. It's kind of strange. That was a long cutscene, wow. This is Viera and an Aura. Cause who the heck is playing freaking 2.0 races? I am. It's me. Pick me. I'm the 2.0 race. Is there not an issue with streaming all that? No. For the most part, it seems to be working here, but the chat's... Is the chat relay not working? I can't actually see the chat. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, guess we're good now. He is still in the cutscene. We're gonna kill this thing before the cutscene even finishes for him. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. Oh, I gotta move. Uh-oh, you are dying. I don't know what happened to you, but whoa! Did you just use a potion? I'm gonna freaking yeet you. Why are you dying? Yo. Stop. Oh, what? Oh, because they're in a cutscene. Come on. That's fine, I guess. What's this? Oh. Just Restream thought I was typing into its thing. But that was not the case. Already rolled. Getting low-level dungeons is a blessing and a curse. They're easy, but also you typically don't get commendations afterwards. I got one commendation. Because new players don't really know that people need those things for later achievements. Slice is right. Yeah, why the heck not? No, actually no. I don't feel like getting my hopes and dreams crushed by RNG. Queen of Lizard Beth. Well, you know what? You know what? Never succeed if you don't try, right? Miss 100% of the shots you don't take. As a matter of fact, you get hit 100% of the time by the dog, which is completely random. I'm just gonna stand in the middle, I'll be fine. So that got me like half an HP or half an XP bar. So I kind of want this minion, the drippy minion. It looks stupid. It looks stupidly cute. It's so stupid it's cute. Oh, come on, Fang Ironhide, you have 1 second. Oh, lame. Sorry. Where are they? They're over there, so I guess I'll go this way. Kind of weird to me that like the north side is the safe side. Oh, that person was just too close. Let's hope the dog is generous. Alright. It's dog coin proper. I'm not gonna be able to make it, am I? Oh, okay, so as long as you're not in the way of it, I guess it doesn't matter. Interesting. It's actually far enough away. They can't sprint here, which kind of sucks. These aren't very threatening, unfortunately. Should be a little careful with what I say, but... Just getting really lucky, I guess. Let's see if I can follow it. I think it's to the left, but I could be wrong. Oh! Glad I didn't trust my intuition. Again with this. Oh, it was so close for that guy. Uh-oh. This is the last one. Hey! That made it worth it. Alright. Hey, when did I pass 6 mil again? It's been a little bit. Just a day or two, but... Alright, let's do trials. So why the heck not? I tried recording a video. For to like teach people Bard, and I was gonna start with like a basics video that started from the ground up, like explaining what a GCD was, OGCD, explaining what snapshotting was, and then just kind of like build up from there. Oh, Titan, this will be fun. And I get to diurnal sect. Yes. Oh god, tank, first time here. Awesome, looking forward to it. I recorded both like a basics and an intermediate one, and then was like, you know what? This sucks. I'm not gonna edit it or upload it. felt very close for some reason. Oh god. I gotta move. Is that a slide cast? I did not mean to do that. What is this? Oh no! We lost someone. That was the other healer. Wonderful. Whoa! Okay! Let's pop some lucid dreaming, maybe. Oh my god, alright. Uh-oh. Oh no, who do we lose? Oh shit, they're dead. Wow. So, yeah, this got really funky. This person just got so lucky. Oh god. Oh my god. All right, it was my mistake. Oh shit. Alright, well, that wasn't stressful at all. To get some player combinations, though, so that's nice. Almost there. I say, it feels like nothing's changed. How frustrating. Oh well. Now what? All right. It's basically just going to be Alexander if I do this, though. Should probably do like an alliance raid, but I don't want to do that. To be completely honest, I don't want to do that. But I could get 79, or I could get 69 tonight if I wanted, but I don't know. I expected this to fill more time. Kind of already out of things to do. Sucks. I guess I could craft, but it's typically not very fun. And it just costs money anyway. Let's see what's on Party Finder. Maybe someone's doing something fun on Party Finder. UCOB. No one doing ooh. Kind of wish I knew UCOB considering all the people who are doing it. It's a healer's thought for Emerald. Oh crap. Come on. I was gonna join. This one I could run his DPS, but I'm really not that well versed in DPS. Let's see if there's like an Umbra. It's probably not gonna let me in if I try and join his Bard, huh? Oh, but it's 2 chests. I already cleared this week. Just have to find 1 chest. It's a book clear for 500. It's stacking east. Okay. Wait, stacking east? Oh, so it's what we'd done before. It is going to be scary. I might want to turn off the air here. It's getting a little chilly. These clocks. Whoa! Okay, the home gang. I was like, what happened? Oh, oops. Oops. Okay, that like wasn't entirely my fault. So used to happy. Oops, my reset. Shit. Oh, that's right. We go here. Followed by Clark's. Hey, what's up, Sid? Just having some fun on Bard. Tagging in for E11. Wide angle is going to be okay. Wow, that is scary as a DPS, but these healers, I think, are doing it right with the letting us stay low a little longer. Okay, I need to move. Oh no. That tank forgot to invuln. Or do whatever they were supposed to do. That is sad. Wow, I'm glad I troubadoured. Taking his sweet time here. Oh, crap. I am north, right? Okay, yeah. Looks like this is a good pattern. Wow, that's a lot of people down for that. Is he able to home gang twice? What just happened there? Or did they swap? Alright, this is going to be a clocks. Uh-oh. Obscure woods. Oh, they're resetting. I just wanted to play Bard. I just wanted to play some high-level Bard. I haven't had an opportunity to clear this on Bard yet, so... I think this is a group. Pretty sure this is a static that I'm running with. Because there is very little communication. And I found a page run, so I just figured, why not? It'll be fun! Okay, I feel more confident now. Watching MTQ, that's good. Yeah, that's on my to-do list. What happened? Why are people wiping? I'm so confused. Just spat all over everything. Just trying to go for optimal uptime here, and they were upset that the boss didn't rotate quickly enough? I don't understand, but okay. I feel like someone's pulling my leg. I need to rewatch the MTQ vid. As a matter of fact, I actually do need to do that soon. So, yeah. Yeah, it's very little time. As a matter of fact, I actually need to watch it. I should watch that and also a point of view. Maybe I'll do that after I'm done with this. I'll just spend the time studying because I start in like 45 minutes. Clocks. I'm thinking that that's probably a better place for me to use Troubadour. I mean, I know Obscure Woods hurts, but I have a feeling, you know what? There's typically enough healing that goes out there. Devouring Dart, Tank Buster. Maybe it's better if I go like south of the east-west axis there. There. Have a Troubadour. It's probably really late, but whatever. Wow, that dropped in a terrible location. Uh-oh. These people are running so early. Wide angle. Oh, we are on the North Cardinal. Okay. Isn't bad enough to use Troubadour on. Well, the thing is typically it's not that bad because we throw a lot of mitigation on it. What side is it? Okay, so it's my side and then it stacks. Anti-air. A reprisal, yeah. Devouring Dark Tank Buster. Oh, this is north. Let's not confuse that. Oh, I was supposed to Troubadour that. Oh well. Oh god. That was very close. Crap. I have no idea how this group is doing their resets, but...
Yeah, this wasn't enough healing there. Empty plane is beefy. It's followed by low damage received to regions. And 3. Oh. Our heart. I get it now. I know you're doing tank food in pots. I think I'm doing just fine. I mean, I'm using smoked chicken for most things. I have 3 left. I was just gonna buy more. If you want to give me some, if you're online. I don't know how. Yeah, I'm so freaking confused. Oh, they're doing their resets here, but that's fine. No one's complained yet. I keep killing that tile and no one dies, so I think I'm okay. I'd like to not do that in the future, but... Oops, I popped that too early. Oh, that's fine. Oh, do you seriously do just like a 1-card devotion there at the beginning? Did not know that. Well, I learned something new about Ast. I think they just cast Devotion with 1 card. In the opener is what it looked like to me, but also maybe I just don't know well enough. I don't know. Scarewoods. Anti-air. I am on the 2 marker, not the 1 marker. Second art, it's going to be the opposite side. Into buddies. Wide angle. Oh, someone died. So on the other side. Oh, I should save that. Oh well, whatever. Oh shit. He's here. Okay. I get it now. So I'm not gonna have my Troubadour for this deluge, but that's okay. Scary low HP, ground raising. Yeah, ground raising hurts, man. Playing Fizz range on this fight is actually really good because basically I'm looking at the boss in the same. Oh shoot! Yeah, they're right. I was really slow with that. I wasn't even like trying to read that. I was like, this is fine. Ready to just eat dirt. I'm gonna move away. They do home gang, so warriors can home gang twice. They can home gang the first one, they can then the other tank will take the second, and then they can home gang the third. Crazy. Alright, so it's gonna be buddies, and then on to D side. $6 minutes? What, 6 minutes? Oh, low is CD. Oh, I see, yeah. Did I want to save that? Something tells me I might want to save that. Did this not pop? Oh, shit. That's hard. I had the most inconvenient one too. Oh, are they doing true north or relative? Shoot. Alright, I'm gonna have to watch. Who's my buddy? Alright, we're looking for Cirque. Cersei. Bong. What one was it? Uh-oh. Oh my god, I got so lucky because I did not read that. I tried. LB, what? There was only one person down and you're gonna LB3? Okay. Maybe there's a mana. Alright, come on. Uh-oh. We let one in. It's 3 though. 3%. It's really good DPS. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to be on this side. Hi, I'm dying. Well, that was fun. Hopefully they upload that parse. I'm interesting. I'm dying, so is she. Wait, was that a person? That wasn't a person. So was she? Was it? Oh yeah, just the person. Hey, what's up, Shira? That was fun. Two clears of E10 that didn't get parsed. Yeah. It'd be nice to get that parse on. It probably is a really bad parse, but I want to analyze it. Oh, Cloud of Darkness is a 5%. Yeah. No, I know she was dying, but still. Uptime. How am I? I'm doing fine. I actually lost uptime because I let my dots drop on the final tile phase there. It's my bad. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's really Tongue Squirtle. Yes, it's the story of my life in this game. All right, let's see what's on Party Finder really quick. If nothing on Party Finder, I'm gonna turn on some E11 guides. We can watch some E11 guides on stream. What's fun? There's no Emerald Weapon anymore. There was like 2 earlier, but no one's doing it anymore. I really want to get my Emerald Weapon from my Bard. I think I have 8, 7. I need 3 clears before I can get my Bard Weapon. It's unfortunate. But of course, who would want to replace the freaking Eating Choir Heart Bow from E8? I don't. I wish this was still relevant because this is hard to get. I learned some and nothing all morning before I left. You wanted to learn some and nothing? I mostly learn nothing. I'm really good at learning nothing. All these 515s for eternity. That's good, considering I'm sitting at 522? 521? 521. Oh, I need to repair. Let's go repair. By the way, does everything sound okay with the stream? Does everything look okay with the stream? It's a kind of a slow day today. I just want to know if something's going wrong with my stream. 4 Eating Choir weapons. Yep. I mean, you got clears is the thing. You got clears. That's the difference between you and I, Sid. I didn't clear. I spent over 100 hours in E8 prog. And I didn't clear. Not because of me. Alright. But I have 4 Ultima weapons. Actually, no, I have 5 Ultima weapons. I have 4 that I've used, and an Ultima totem that I haven't. I don't know what to do it on. I don't know what to spend it on. Show us your ways. He was in a static. Those were his ways. Of course, the Ultima weapons mean nothing in terms of best in slot because they aren't good for anything, unfortunately. Actually, no, I think were they the best in slot? At the time? For Ubu? I imagine it's got to be the best in slot. It's crazy we only had 1 ultimate for this expansion, but whatever. I understand why we don't have another... like 4 or 5 light rampant strats, yeah. All right. Here. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go this, and we're gonna watch some here. I have this titled Safe for Work. But literally there's no difference between this or any of my other profiles. So I don't know why I titled it Safe for Work. Hang on. Oh, it says I'm online right now. How funky. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we gonna do. Actually, I think I wanna go on extras. Don't know if it's gonna make a difference, but all right. Let's watch some 11. I just realized this restream chat. Can I send this move tab to new window? There we go. This isn't gonna break anything, right? Okay, yeah. Seven book scouting doesn't move. Damn, do you ever go back in? I'd like to go back in just for fun, to be honest. E11S. Okay, yeah, this is what we want to watch.
Hi everyone, welcome to the visual guide for Eden's Promise Anamorphosis Savage. This is the third Savage raid made available by patch 5.4 in Final Fantasy XIV Futures Rewritten. My name is Mistek and I'll be your raid guide. Similar to normal mode, the element of the dragon encircling the boss during specific casts will add additional mechanics to that cast. The possible elements are blue thunder, orange fire, or yellow light. The rotation of mechanics is static in this fight. However, the elements associated with each attack can be random. All players will need to be cognizant of what element is associated with each cast throughout the entirety of the fight. Elemental break is an 8-point cleave that all players will first need to spread for. Assign a cardinal point to each tank and healer and an intercardinal point to each damage dealer. If the element of the dragon is blue thunder, an extra AoE circle attack will target all players immediately after the initial attack. To handle this, we have ranged players move away from the boss to ensure no overlap with the melee. If the element of the dragon is orange fire,
so this can actually be done, and I'm thinking with the static, the way that we might want to do this one is yeah, I watch it at sped up 2 times. So the way we might want to work with this one is if everyone is max melee from the boss, you're actually far enough away to not hit one another. It might take a little bit of practice to get used to, but it might be something that we want to try just for uptime, because we're gonna need all the uptime we can get on this fight.
will need to pair up to soak the next attack. We have the tanks and healers rotate to pair up with the damage dealer at their intercardinals around the boss. Next up, the boss will reposition in the center of the room, turn in a random direction, and begin to cast Burnt Strike. This will cause a massive line attack through his front and back that all players will first need to move to his sides to avoid. If the element of the dragon is blue thunder, players will need to run far to the edges of the platform, as the initial cast will be immediately followed by an even wider line attack in the same spot. If the element of the dragon is orange fire, players will need to wait by the boss's side and then move into the center to adjust for the incoming knockback. Use the knockback immunity if you prefer. Bound of Faith will tether a player before jailing them in place. If the element of the dragon is blue thunder, the tethered player will need to run in front of the boss and have the 2 tanks stand on either side of them. Assume 2 large cone attacks will target the tanks, and the jailed player will receive an electrocute debuff that persists for some time. There's some high damage going out here, so be sure to pop cooldowns and keep an eye on the debuff player. If the element of the dragon is orange fire, the tethered player will need to stack with the group behind the boss to share the incoming blast damage. Burnished Glory will deal high revive damage and apply a very heavy hitting bleed on all players that lasts for 15 seconds.
Okay, so this is the thing that freaking gets me.
In the same spot. If the element associated with each attack,
so we have elemental
will add additional mechanics to that cast.
right?
The possible elements are blue thunder, orange fire, or yellow light. The rotation of mechanics is static in this fight. However,
yeah, so elemental break, which has a B in it, and then the next one is burnt strike, which has a B in it, and then the next one is bound by faith, which has a B in it. It's so trashy. You guys cleared the last raid? No, we're at the end though. This next coming weekend we're probably gonna clear. If we don't clear this next weekend, I'm gonna be really surprised. People just need to do their homework is the bigger thing. Dot hits for like 45k a tick. Yikes. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Let's start this over. I don't want to watch this.
All players will need to be cognizant of what element is associated with each cast throughout the entirety of the fight. Elemental break is an 8-point cleave.
Okay, so elemental break is going to start with an 8-point cleave, right? So elemental break, how can I remember that? Elemental break is clocks. Elemental break is clocks. That's what we need to remember. And then it's going to be either lightning, which is tanks go north. Hopefully you can see the clear. Yeah, I recorded what we didn't end up streaming, but we didn't end up clearing, so I didn't bother uploading it. Slot can't be too bad. Let's do 45k. Come off. Okay, so here's the thing. Pardon me. So here's the thing with that. We're supposed to mitigate that. Like, that's the thing you need to be saving your mitigation for, because the dot's going to snapshot on your mitigation. So we always need a reprisal on that. 100% of the time, if we can get it, we should always try and have a reprisal on Burnished Glory. The more mitigation we can get on that, the less damage the dot's going to do, because it's going to snapshot.
If the element of the dragon is Blue Thunder, an extra AoE circle attack will target all players immediately after the initial attack. To handle this, we have ranged players who will wait for the boss to ensure no overlap with melee. If the element of the dragon is Orange Fire, players will need to pair up to soak the next attack. We have the tanks and healers rotate to pair up with the damage dealer at their intercardinals around the boss. Next up, the boss will reposition in the center of the room, turn in a random direction, and begin to cast First Strike. This will cause a massive line attack through his front and back that
is basically, okay, elemental break, clocks.
All players will first need to move to his sides to avoid. If the element of the dragon is Blue Thunder, players will need to run far to the edges of the platform, as the initial cast will be immediately followed by an even wider line attack in the same spot. If the element of the dragon is Orange Fire, players will need to wait by the boss's side.
Wait a
Healer
minute.
and an intercardinal point to each damage dealer. If the element of the dragon is Blue Thunder, an extra AoE circle attack will target all players immediately after the initial attack. To handle this, we have ranged players.
Okay, so fire is stack for this. Yeah, okay, so fire is buddies. Lightning is individual AoEs. Okay. I need to remember that. It's just a matter of me like learning the names of these.
Move away from the boss to ensure no overlap with the melee. If the element of the dragon is Orange Fire, players will need to pair up to soak the next attack. We have the tanks and healers rotate to pair up with the damage dealer at their intercardinals around the boss. Next up, the boss will reposition in the center of the room, turn in a random direction, and begin to cast First Strike. This will cause a massive line attack through his front and back that all players will first need to move to his sides to avoid. If the element of the dragon is Blue Thunder, players will need to run far to the edges of the platform, as the initial cast will be immediately followed by an even wider line attack in the same spot. If the element of the dragon is Orange Fire, players will need to wait by the boss's side and then move into the center to adjust for the incoming knockback. Use an
I know all the
burn player before jailing them in place. If the element of the dragon is Blue Thunder, the tethered player will need to run in front of the boss and have the two tanks stand on either side of them. Soon, two large cone attacks will target the tanks, and the jail player will receive an electrocute debuff that persists for some time.
Nothing happens with Bound by Faith except for one person getting
in the same spot. If the element of the dragon is Orange Fire, players will need to wait by the boss's side and then move into the center to adjust for the incoming knockback. Use the knockback immunity if you prefer. Bound of Faith will tether a player before jailing them in place. If the element of the dragon is Blue Thunder, the tethered player will need to run in front of the boss and have the two tanks stand on either side of them. Soon, two large cone attacks will target the tanks, and the jail player will receive an electrocute debuff that persists for some time. There's some high damage going out here, so be sure to buff cooldowns and keep an eye on the debuff player. If the element of the dragon is Orange Fire, the tethered player will need to stack with a group behind the boss to share the incoming blast damage. Burnished Glory will deal high rate by damage and apply a very heavy hitting bleed on all players that last for 15 seconds. Healers beware and make sure you keep everyone topped off during this bleed time. Powder Mark will target the primary target for high damage and apply a debuff on them that will explode in a wide circle at the end of its duration. A tank swap is necessary here to allow the debuff tank the freedom to move away from the rest of the group when necessary.
Okay, so yeah, so this is actually really important. If we don't tank swap, the next auto attack that the tank takes is gonna explode and everyone's gonna die. So this is like a mandatory tank swap during, like, I don't think there's any way you can cheese this. Maybe if you invuln through it, but for the most part, it's probably just gonna be better to tank swap through it. Because you can deal with it after in Turn of the Heavens
will spawn a number of blue and orange circles on the platform. Players will need to pay attention to the element of the dragon during this cast, as the opposite element will be the safe element.
The tank that gets targeted needs to
hang
out. Yeah, see right here, this guy, Monsieur Mittens, he just kind of hangs out up there. Does the detonation have a blast radius? It does have a blast radius, so it will cleave everyone around the tank. That's why the tank needs to be so far away. So actually what can happen, basically how this should go, the Miztech does it weird. This is a really bad configuration. The main tank can just go with the rest of the party, and they can all stack on this left side here. And then the off tank can just be here. You don't need to split between two circles. You can just split between one. This is like super spread out. I mean, it's super safe, but it's super spread out. Actually, this off tank is not safe because this orange is going to expand and it's going to hurt him. So yeah, so basically what happens is the off tank will actually run into this circle, run into this blue circle, because it won't hurt the off tank. They're just like AoE markers at this point. So the off tank's going to run into this circle and pull them, and then they're going to just run, or sorry, this is the main tank. The main tank's going to pull the boss into the circle and then run over here. The boss is going to be inside the circle while the party's over here, and the off tank's just going to be like right here, basically. They can just kind of be on the opposite side of the circle, and that's far enough away for no one else to get hit by the powder mark when it goes off. They healer LB3 in the vid. In this one? That's not very... It's not very professional, but whatever. I guess they took what they could. For the tank that's powder marked, I'm suggesting Saley save his Excog because it does a lot of damage. Yeah, so we need to, for me, I need to be using 2 normal cooldowns for that. I need to take that like a typical tank buster. But essentially, yeah, it's 2 tank busters in a row. So I'll be, my Sheltron's going to be basically on cooldown after that. Typically, I have 1 extra Sheltron in the wings, but I won't be able to have that. From near full health, I watched tank go 20k. Yeah, it's really scary. So as we just need to mitigate that. It's 2 tank busters in a row. Yeah, see, look, that tank is losing uptime there. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
And tank pull the boss in between the section of safe circles while the group stacks on one side and the powder mark tank stays on the other side to safely explode from others.
This
Once
is a
all the circles
bad
explode, the boss will jump
strat
back into the
for that,
center, face a random direction, and cast burn strike again. This element will be the opposite element of the first burn strike, so be sure to position yourself appropriately. Next, another bound of faith. Again, this will be the opposite element of the first cast of bound of faith. Handle it as necessary. This is followed by another elemental mark cast. Once again, this will be the opposite element of the first elemental mark cast. Spread or stack up as appropriate. The boss will then cast shifting sky. All players will need to identify which element dragon is being cast and keep that in mind for now. The boss will disappear and a radial knockback marker will appear in the center of the platform. The orange and blue circles will appear again, and the dragon will spawn in the center with an instant death zone directly immediate. Avoid this area at all costs. The group will then move into the safe color side to prepare for the next set of mechanics. 2 clones of the boss will appear around
Lightning,
the platform and cast bound of
tanks
faith
go
on
to
2 clones. These clones will have their own
lightning,
elemental dragons
parties,
encircling them to allow
stacks
players to identify what variation of bound of faith is targeting them. The player with the blue thunder bound of fate tether
Just
will
make
need to run
sure
to the
you
tanks
are
to
on the side that's not going to
with cooldowns.
expand.
The player with the orange fire
That's
bound of
all
fate
that
tether will need to
matters.
run to the other side of the safe side to stack with the rest of the raid to share the incoming blast damage. The tethers and their respective AoE attacks and the circle explosions all resolve at the same time. Immediately after, another 2 boss clones will spawn around the outer edge of the platform and
It's a
each cast
lot
first
of
strike.
tank
The boss with the blue
busters.
thunder dragon will always cast first, followed shortly by the orange fire cast. To handle this, players will need to immediately position themselves out from in front of the blue thunder clone, standing near the edge to avoid the second extra wide attack. As this is going off, they'll need to rotate around the platform to avoid getting hit by the orange fire burn strike. They'll then need to immediately move into the center or use a knockback immunity to avoid getting knocked
This
off
is
the
what
platform. The boss
you'd
will then
wanna
return to the
use
center
that
and the encounter
knockback
resumes.
immunity
Players
on.
will deal with another random elemental break into another burnished glory to heal through it. When you hear the boss yell, "Let's try something else," he'll then begin to use light elemental attacks for his mechanics as well. Elemental break with the yellowish green light dragon will have all players first taking the 8-point cleave in their assigned positions. Immediately after, one tank and both healers will be targeted by another massive conal attack.
Oh, that's right. That's Seed of Sacrifice LB2, right? No, LB1. So light elemental break is Seed of Sacrifice LB1. That's important. I should be writing this down. I should be taking notes on this. Tanks are gonna get beat up. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's tons of tank busters. Save KB immunity for shifting center to sky transitions. There is one you can use on. There's one of those that you can use your immunity on. One of those fire burnt strikes that you can use your immunity on. But the transitions, you're not supposed to use it for the radial knockback, because the dragon will fall on you and kill you. So you wouldn't use it there. And getting knocked back into the circles, like I said, the circles aren't going to hurt you. They're just AoE markers
So
at
this will
that
split the
point.
raid into 2 groups that will stack with each healer on the sides of the boss. The 2 tanks will stack together in front of the boss. Healers be ready for high damage here. Next up, Burnt Strike with the light dragon has all players first dodging the line attack through the center of the boss. Players can stack up as they dodge this first part to prepare for the additional mechanic. Immediately after the line attack, the boss will target the ground underneath all players with massive AoE blasts. To dodge this, players will
And
stay stacked
that's-
until they see the
yeah,
boss's red blade
that's
flash. Move immediately to the spot on the platform
basically,
that no other
or
player is standing at the time of the
Akrals.
flash to avoid getting hit.
Akrai.
Next, Bound by Faith with the light dragon will tether to a random player. As this player is being jailed, they'll also be hit by a wide AoE circle attack that will deal damage to and inflict anyone
So
hit
yeah,
with a
you
mortal
would
power
just
debuff
stay
that will
away
explode in
from
a few
that
seconds from massive
person.
AoE damage.
That's
To avoid
pretty
lethal damage, all
obvious.
players will have to move away from the tethered player. We have the group stack up on one side of the boss while the tethered player stands on the other side to take the attack. Healers be ready for some intense healing here, as the powder mark will explode for high damage just before the boss casts another burnished glory. Use mitigation shields and be ready with those heals or you will die. Next, another regular powder mark on the primary target. Cooldown and tank swap. The boss will then cast Right of the Heavens and players will need to watch for the color of the dragon. Again, the opposite color element will be the safe side for the upcoming mechanics.
Wait,
2
what
orange
was
damage
that?
to
Sorry.
and inflict anyone hit with a mortal powered mark debuff that will explode in a few seconds from massive AoE damage.
Okay,
to avoid
so
lethal
it's
damage,
another
all players
powder
will have to move
mark.
away from the tethered player. We have the group stack up on one side of the boss while the tethered player stands on the other side to take the attack. Healers be ready for some intense healing here, as the powder mark will explode for high damage just before the boss casts another burnished glory. Use mitigation shields and be ready with those heals or you will die. Next, another regular powder mark on the primary target. Cooldown and tank swap. The boss will then cast Right of the Heavens and players will need to watch for the color of the dragon. Again, the opposite color element will be the safe side for the upcoming mechanics. 2 orange panels and 2 blue panels will spawn around the room. These panels will
Okay,
then
so
explode
this
in
is something the tank with powder mark needs to run away from the group. This is something that I'm going to have to remember, and I'm probably going to be wiping people with that this evening. So I need to be really careful
cross-shaped
about
patterns,
that.
with the unsafe panel attacks being wider than shown. The pattern of this explosion leaves 3 available safe spots for the raid to stand in. The raid will position themselves near the center where they won't be hit by the panel attacks on the safe side. The tank with powder mark will move to one of the safe spots on the edge of the safe panel side. For consistency, we always have the tank take their mark to the left of the safe side looking in. After all of the explosions resolve, the boss will return to the center and cast Burnt Strike again, followed by Bound of Faith and another elemental break. Pay attention to the color of the elemental dragon.
That's stepped leader. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Last one will always be fire. Yeah, it's the reason the tethered target has to back off, or else multiple people will get powder marked. Yes. safe spot is very tiny. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna watch that again. This is bound by
On one
faith.
side of the boss, while the tethered player stands on the
Too
other
many
side to take the attack.
bees.
Healers be ready for some intense healing here, as the powder mark will explode for high damage just before the boss casts another
I'll
burning
learn
spore.
it in
Use negation
Japanese,
shields and be
it'll
ready with
be
a seal
easier.
spore, or you will die. Next, another regular powder mark on the primary target. Cooldown and tank swap. The boss will then cast a Right of the Heavens, and players will need to watch for the color of the dragon. Again, the opposite color element will be the safe side for the upcoming mechanics. 2 orange panels and 2 blue panels will spawn around the room. These panels will eventually explode in wide cross-shaped patterns, with the unsafe panel attacks being wider than shown. The pattern of this explosion leaves 3 available safe spots for the raid to stand in. The raid will position themselves near the center where they won't be hit by the panel attacks on the safe side. The tank with powder mark will move to one of the safe spots on the edge of the safe panel side. For
So as
consistency,
long
we always
as
have
they're
the tank take their mark
not
to the left of the safe side
in
looking
a
in. After all of
column
the explosions resolve, the boss will return to the
from
center and
that,
cast Burnt Strike
should
again,
be
followed by
okay.
Bound of Faith and another elemental break. Pay attention to the color of the elemental dragon for each cast and handle each of these as necessary. Next up, the boss will cast Sundered Sky and disappear again. Take note of the color of the element during this cast. The same panels will spawn again, and another radial knockback. The
Alright.
safe spots on the edge of the safe
What's
panel
going
side.
on?
For consistency, we always have the tank take their mark to the left of the safe side looking in. After all of the explosions resolve, the boss will return to the center and cast Burnt Strike again, followed by Bound of Faith and another elemental break. Pay attention to the color of the elemental dragon for each cast and handle each of these as necessary. Next up, the boss will cast Sundered Sky and disappear.
Wait,
Elemental
so
break. Pay attention to the color of the elemental dragon for each cast and handle each of these as necessary. Next up, the boss will cast Sundered Sky and disappear again.
Hang
Take note of the
on.
color of the element during this cast. The same panels will spawn again, and another radial knockback will occur from the center. The dragon will spawn in the center with its instant death zone underneath it again and face towards the player. This dragon will add an additional conal attack in front of it during the panel explosions, so players will want to bait it away from the safe zone. To do this, players will get knocked backwards to the unsafe color side before repositioning into the
missed
safe side.
something.
During this time,
Sorry.
the boss will then cast a Right of the Heavens, and players will need to watch for the color of the dragon. Again, the opposite color element will be the safe side for the upcoming mechanics. 2 orange panels and 2 blue panels will spawn around the room. These panels will eventually explode in wide cross-shaped patterns, with the unsafe panel attacks being wider than shown. The pattern of this explosion leaves
okay, so yeah, so the off tank dragged them over and then dragged them. So the off tank like dragged them over to the safe zone kinda, and then dragged them back. That was something I haven't been doing, but that's another uptime thing that we need to get used to. This is very tank mechanic heavy fight. It's really annoying, and I keep wiping people on it when I try. So that's why I haven't gone back in, because I wanted to really review this video before I tried. Make a lot of chicken. Seems most classes use it. Most people are doing the smoked chicken loadouts.
available safe spots for the raid to stand in. The raid will position themselves near the center where they won't be hit by the panel attacks on the safe side. The tank with powder mark will move to one of the safe spots on the edge of the safe panel side. For consistency, we always have the tank take their mark to the left of the safe side looking in. After all of the explosions resolve, the boss will return to the center and cast Burnt Strike again, followed by Bound of Faith and another elemental break. Pay attention to the color of the elemental dragon for each cast and handle each of these as necessary. Next up, the boss will cast Sundered Sky and disappear again. Take note of the color of the element during this cast. The same panels will spawn again, and another radial knockback will occur from the center. The dragon will spawn in the center with its instant death zone underneath it again and face towards the player. This dragon will add an additional conal attack in front of it during the panel explosions, so players will want to bait it away from the safe zone. To do this, players will get knocked backwards to the unsafe color side before repositioning into the safe side. During this time, 2 players will be targeted by Bound of Faith tethers from the 2 clones on the outer edges. One clone will have a light dragon, while the other one will have the orange fire dragon. The player bound to orange fire will stack with a group in the center safe spot, while the player bound to the light tether will run to the safe spot on the edge of the platform. Again, for consistency, we have the light tether player run to the right safe spot on the edge looking in. Once the panel explosions and Bound by Faith tethers.
Sorry.
To do this, players will get knocked backwards to the unsafe color side before repositioning into the safe side. During this time, 2 players will be targeted by Bound.
Okay, 2 Bound by Faith clones with a fire tether, stacks with raid, light tether to the right edge. Okay.
Bound of Faith tethers from the 2 clones on the outer edges. One clone will have a light dragon, while the other one will have the orange fire dragon. The player bound to orange fire will stack with a group in the center safe spot, while the player bound to the light tether will run to the safe spot on the edge of the platform. Again, for consistency, we have the light tether player run to the right safe spot on the edge looking in. Once the panel explosions and Bound by Faith tethers resolve, 3 clones will begin to cast Burnt Strike from the edges. This time, the light clone will cast first, followed by lightning and then fire. This combo can be very hectic as a number of things are happening
So
all at once.
why is
First,
that tank over there? During Sundered. Is there a powder mark before Sundered?
the boss will return to the center and cast Burnt Strike again, followed by Bound of Faith and another elemental break. Pay attention to the color of the elemental dragon for each cast and handle each of these as necessary. Next up, the boss will cast Sundered Sky and disappear again. Take note of the color of the element during this cast. The same panels will spawn again, and another radial knockback will occur from the center.
No.
The dragon will spawn in the center with its instant death zone underneath it again and face towards the player. This dragon will add an additional conal attack in front of it during the panel explosions, so players will want to bait it away from the safe zone. To do this, players will get knocked backwards to the unsafe color side before repositioning into the safe side. During this time, 2 players will be targeted by Bound of Faith tethers from the 2 clones on the outer edges. One clone will have a light dragon, while the other one will have the orange fire dragon. The player bound to orange fire will stack with a group in the center safe spot, while the player bound to the light tether will run to the safe spot on the edge of the platform. Again, for consistency, we have the light tether player run to the right safe spot on the edge looking in. Once the panel explosions and Bound by Faith tethers resolve, 3 clones will begin to cast Burnt Strike from the edges. This time, the light clone will cast first, followed by lightning and then fire. This combo can be very hectic as a number of things are happening all at once. First off, the healers will need to be ready for some heavy healing, as the player with the original light tether will soon have their debuff exploding for high damage. All players will need to quickly identify where the light cone is casting from and move out of the way of the initial line attack. To keep things organized, players can stack together as the light Burnt Strike is casting, so that they can all quickly and safely move out of the way to avoid the extra blast underneath.
This is
combo
this
can
is
be very
one
hectic
that
as a
I
number of things
don't
are happening
get.
all at once. First off, the healers will need to be ready for some heavy healing, as the player with the original light tether to cast Burnt Strike from the edges. This time, the light clone will cast first, followed by lightning and then fire. This combo can be very hectic as a number of things are happening all at once. First off, the healers will need to be ready.
So you're supposed to move. You're supposed to move, right, for that light Burnt Strike. That light Burnt Strike's gonna come across, and you're supposed to move away, aren't you? Is this what's happening? Are people getting hit by this? I mean, obviously, I can't see crap because there's a big
Some heavy
circle.
healing, as the
in
player
it.
with the original light tether will soon have.
The light tethered has to back off. Wait, what? isn't what she said.
Tethers from the 2 clones on the outer edges. One clone will have a light dragon, while the other one will have the orange fire dragon. The player bound to orange fire will stack with the group in the center safe spot, while the player bound to the light tether will run to the safe spot on the edge of the platform. Again, for consistency, we have the light tether player run to the right safe spot on the edge looking in. Once the panel explosions and bound by faith tethers resolve, 3 clones will begin to cast burn strike from the edges. This time, the light clone will cast first, followed by lightning and then fire. This combo can be very hectic as a number of things are happening all at once. First off, the healers will need to be ready for some heavy healing, as the player with the original light tether will soon have their debuff exploding for high damage. All players will need to quickly identify where the light cone is casting from and move out of the way of the initial line attack. To keep things organized, players can stack together as the light burn strike is casting so that they can all quickly and safely move out of the way to avoid the extra blast underneath where they were standing. They'll then rotate around the platform to dodge the lightning burn strike, making sure not to get too close to avoid the secondary wider attack. Once that goes off, they'll continue around the platform to get out of the way of the fire burn strike, and then immediately move into the center or use knockback immunity to avoid getting punted off the platform. The boss will then return to the platform and the usual mechanics will repeat. Be ready for another random elemental break and another burnish glory AoE blast. Next, the boss will cast Turn of the Heavens and familiar orange and blue circles will cover the platform. Again, players will need to take note of which color is unsafe. If fire is safe, players will need to move to the edge of the platform to handle the incoming mechanics. If thunder is safe, they can stay around the center of the platform. The boss will then cast either fire or thunder elemental break. Players will first need to move to their assigned positions based on the safe circles. As they take the first hit of elemental break, the orange and blue circles will explode, and then players can immediately spread or stack to resolve the second part of the attack. Another powder mark tankbuster and swap will occur here before the boss casts Right of the Heavens. Players can immediately move to the safe panel side, standing in the center safe spot next to the boss. One player will be targeted for bound by faith here, of the light or fire variety. If it's fire, they'll stack with a group near the boss. If it's light, they will move to the right safe spot against the edge. At the same time, the powder mark boss moves into the left safe spot against the edge. These mechanics will all resolve around the same time, so healers be ready. Next up, the boss will cast Prismatic Deception and disappear, covering the platform in light. 8 clones will appear at each cardinal and intercardinal point on the outer edge of the platform, and 3 of them will begin to cast a massive line attack directly in front of them. These clones can only be seen if a player is right next to them. Otherwise, they're invisible. To handle this and find the appropriate safe spots, all players will run to the edge of the platform in their assigned spots and watch their clone very carefully. If their clone raises their gunblade into the air, they'll run into the center to let the rest of the group know it's not a safe lane. The player opposite to them can also run in. Any players left standing at the edges with clones that are not raising their weapons will indicate the only 2 safe spots. All players can then move into these areas to avoid the first round of attacks.
Yeah,
as soon as
that's
the attack goes off,
literally
players
how
can
you
return
do
to their
it.
assigned spots
So
and handle
easy.
another round of attacks in the exact same manner. If
My
you're
healer
opposite
will be
these spots your
3,
clone
yeah.
attacking, move into the center until you can identify the 2 players in the safe lane. Then move into one of those 2 safe spots. Once resolved, the boss will return to the platform and cast another burnish glory blast before casting Cycle of Faith. This attack will throw out all 3 base mechanics in quick succession that players will need to handle all in a row. Elemental break will always be first, followed by burn strike, and then bound by faith. The variation, of course, depends on the element of the dragon during the Cycle of Faith cast. There will be 3 cycle casts in total, each with the same rotation, but the color of the element will be random each time, so be ready. Between each cycle, the boss will cast 1 round of burnished glory, and as you can imagine, the healing can get pretty intense. Use mitigation shields and heals as necessary. If you see Cycle of Faith being cast with a yellow light dragon, players will first spread for the 8-point cleave and then immediately move into their split groups to the north, east, and west to share the extra light attack. Immediately after, they'll need to move to the sides of the boss and stack to bait the second light attack. As soon as the gunblade flashes, they'll move away from where they were standing. The group will then stack to one side while the tethered player moves away from others. Healers be ready to heal through the damage of the AoE powder mark. If you see Cycle of Faith with the orange fire dragon, players will spread for the 8-point cleave and then immediately stack with their partner at their intercardinal to share the damage. All players will then need to move to the side of the boss and then move into the middle or use a knockback immunity for the knockback. Immediately after, players will stack on the boss's butt with the tethered player to share the final blast of damage. If you see Cycle of Faith with the blue fire dragon, players will spread for the 8-point cleave. The range will run away to spread for the second set of AoE blasts, and then everyone moves to the side of the boss, extra far to the edges to avoid the wide attack. The tethered player will then have to move to the front of the boss with the tanks to take the conal attacks away from the rest of the group. Once all 3 cycles of faith are complete, the boss will cast 1 final enraged burnish glory, and you'll need to defeat him before this cast goes off, or you will die. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Up next, we're heading into the first part of Eden's Promise Eternity Savage. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.
Oh, that's it? Okay. I forget that that's it. Right there have their way marks in this one.
The conal attacks away from the rest of the group. Once all 3 cycles of faith are complete, the boss will cast 1 final enraged burnish glory, and you'll need to defeat him before this cast goes off, or you will die. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Up next, we're heading.
All right. It's a brain dead sundered. So this is typically, I guess, what's popular on Party Finder. So you get knocked back. Okay, so let's see. What was the boss's element? Okay, so the element was fire, which means we want to get knocked back into fire and run into ice or lightning. So this is the fire side, so everyone wants to get on the fire side. And then they're all going to run into ice. So you got tethered, so this is the fire. This guy got tethered to the fire side, so you want to stack with the group. This guy wants to run over here because he's light. Yeah, see, the tank doesn't need to go off there. It's gonna be light. So it does an AoE. Oh, and there's still the Okrai there. Okay. And that's it. That's sundered. They're lined up for prismatic. Yeah. Alright, so there's fire, so it moved over. Got knocked back. Turn around. So there's on fire, stacked with through, light, went over, corner. Everyone just took a fire AoE. Everyone's stacking on the inner card, and then literally that's the same time. And then they pop their fire at the end. Okay. Well, I just gotta do it now. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I need to probably get going. As a matter of fact, people might already be trying to message me in game. So I am gonna head out now. No Final Fantasy 2 today. I'm actually kind of debating on whether I should keep playing that on stream or whether I should just like record it offline and then upload it to YouTube if people want to watch it. Tag you in. I think it's probably going to be full. I'm sorry. Because I'm filling for a static already. So it's already a full party. This is the only reason why I said I would go anyway. If there was room, of course I'd invite you, but at this point, it might be a little too late for that. I'll let you know if anything changes. But yes. See y'all later. See you later, alligators. Have a good one. Goodbye.